I think you're going to love these moulds. I'm really looking forward to testing them out. I can't wait. And these are all unique moulds to Jadiction and Resincrete. And what they are is 6 moulds of really famous artworks and paintings, and then you can paint them and do them and turn them into fridge magnets or whatever you want once you've made them. You can also use these molds with resin as well, and I think they're going to be great. Really brilliant value, and they come in this kit. And this is how you're going to be able to get hold of not only these molds, but the rest of this stuff. Brilliant little kit. I'll have a discount code for the kit. I'll leave that in the description below. And this is the kit they come in as well. I tell you, Resincrete are making some awesome kits at the moment. And they're well worth the money. And they give you some really great unique molds, and this is the pictures that they've painted, but we're going to do them slightly differently. Now the kit does come with 2 mixing cups, but I'm going to be using my normal Resincrete pot that I use to mix up my Resincrete in and save my mixing pots for something else. And don't forget, what you need to do is, for Resincrete, it's 100 grams of powder to 30 grams of water. So I've got 400 grams of Resincrete in there, and I will need 120 mil or 120 grams of water. And the Resincrete comes with it, obviously. There's enough Resincrete in there. So we've got our water in there, and now mix it, but you don't need to really beat it. You're not making an omelette. All you need to do is make sure it's fully mixed, scraping the bottoms and the sides until it turns into like a thick cream. And it mixes so easy. And what I love about Resincrete, as I've spoken in all my videos about Resincrete, is once it's cured, it cures really hard, lovely and smooth, and gives a really brilliant finish to it. And it's so easy to paint as well. It's so much better, in my opinion, than plaster of Paris. I love plaster of Paris as well, but if I want something that's lovely and solid and sounds like a ceramic, then I use Resincrete. Well, really, it's my go-to casting powder all the time now. So I think that's fully mixed. As I said, doesn't take too long to mix at all. And now all we need to do is pour that gently into these molds. Now what I would suggest is you pour a little bit in each mold first, like this, not right to the top to start with, and this stuff cures lovely and smooth as well. Now I'm going to try not to over pour these, but I do tend to over pour. I've got quite a bit of Resincrete left over because one bag really should do each one of these molds, but I've got something else that I want to pour into at the same time, so I'm going to be using all my leftover Resincrete to pour into another mold. But if you only want to make up one set of these, then only use one bag. You don't need to use the 2 bags. So once they're nice and full like that, give them a bit of a tap and a squidgy widgy all the way round. Okay, definitely a squidgy widgy like that, and that'll help you release any of those bubbles that have got trapped inside, and then you can top it right up. And you can get extra bags of Resincrete and keep making stuff really easily. Getting replacement Resincrete is so easy, and in a lot of places it comes in 1 kilo, 3 kilo or 5 kilo bags. I'll list in the description the replacement Resincrete, and if I've got a discount for that as well, then I'll list that in there as well, so you can have lots more fun. Now we'll leave those. It says leave for about 25 minutes, but with delicate molds like this, I like to leave them for a couple of hours. That way they're really lovely and solid, and they're not going to get damaged when you demold them. Well, these have been here near about an hour now, so they should be ready to demold, but they will be still quite fragile, so take them out gently. Oh, look at that. That is so cute. And I will tell you which paintings these all are as well. I love that as well. I think that's the girl with the pearl earring. That is definitely Mona Lisa. Look how wonderful these have cast as well. There we go. So they're all done. And don't forget, these are exclusive, so I don't think you can get these molds anywhere else. What I'll do now is leave these either for a couple of days before I paint them, or if you're in a rush and you want to paint them a lot quicker than that, then I will stick them in a very warm place. These will go in my resin curing machine. I'll link that at the end as well, and put them in for a couple of hours, and then that gives them bone dry and ready to paint. Well, these are all lovely and dry now. I had them in my curing machine for 2 hours and then left them overnight, so they're perfect and ready to paint. I'm going to be using the paints and the brushes that come with the kit and the little palette as well. Now, I'm sure you don't want to see me sitting here painting them, so what I'm going to do is give them all a paint, And then once they've painted, I'll show you how to turn them into fridge magnets and how to seal them all. I've finished painting these now, and I have to say, I had an absolute ball painting these. I listened to some music and I painted away. I've made a slight difference in the frames. These ones I've painted with gold paint, and this one I've used the J Diction Chrome marker on. I've also found out what all of the portraits are, and if I'd have really thought about it, I would have known straight away. So I'm going to put some gloss varnish on these because I think they'll look nice with the gloss varnish. And all I'm using is a normal water-based interior varnish for them. What's important is that you varnish the back and let that dry for at least 24 hours before you put the magnet on them. And I'll show you how to do that as soon as I've finished varnishing these. These are all dry now and being glossed, and this kit comes with 12 of these little magnet backs, so you can make 2 sets without having to buy any more, which is really useful. All you do is peel the back off and then put your magnet on the back there. And this is why it's really important to seal that first, because if you don't seal that first, you are not going to get that to seal on there, because it will be the natural Resincrete. I like to heat my sticky bits up as well for a few seconds, and that allows them to stick. And I do that with most things. Look how great they look. And that's the Frida Kahlo self-portrait as well. Love that one. But there we go. They're all finished now. The magnets work brilliantly. I haven't got a fridge that I can put these on because my fridge has got a wooden front on it, so I can't attach it. So I've attached it to this frame here. I think they've come out brilliantly. I absolutely love them. You get enough in this kit to make 12 of these, and it's so easy and cheap to buy additional Resincrete and these magnet backs. I will link them in the description below. I've also got a big discount in the description below as well if you'd like to get yourself this kit. Love it. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'm going to be making more of these, maybe in different colours and techniques, I don't know. Be sure to check out the video that I've got coming up next on Resincrete as well. Boot the like button, hit that subscribe button, and check out everything in the description. Take care, but most of all, enjoy your resin. Bye.